Kinder, was magst du? Ähm, Ich hoffe, es mir wollen wir bald wiedersehen. I happen to be in New York this weekend for my cousin's 80th birthday party. But I will see you again next week. In the meantime, I'm assuming that your substitute is taking very good care of you. So we're going to continue today with extending our lesson in Yiddish from the last time we met. And we're going to talk about some of the construction and some of the pronunciation, special words, more phrases, and numbers, just some of the basics of Yiddish. So hopefully you will all have the presentation in front of you to refer. So we're going to start with, first of all, the word "the," something we use a great deal. "The" is a word that we use in many of the sentences of which we speak. We can talk about the home, we can talk about the school. It's a very handy word. Well, in Yiddish, like in most Romance languages, the word "the" reflects the noun that it is being used with. So in the masculine form, we use "der" to say "the," "der Papa." The feminine form is "die," de Mama, "der Papa," de Mama. And the neuter form, when we're not talking about any specific female or male, is "dos," as in "dos gurkes," the pickles. If those of you who do eat pickles, perhaps you know of a gherkin. So look at that word gurkes, the pickles, very much like gherkin. Again, most words in English are really based in a Germanic language. Words that you can use and throw into conversations frequently are words like "new," as in if you have Valley speak, like my daughter Solange. And like, man, it's like, well, it's like this, like I'm going here, like I'm going there, like you couldn't believe what happened in school. In Yiddish, we use the word "new." "Nu, wenn wird ihr kommen?" Like, when will you be coming? "Nu, wenn wird ihr kommen?" Kommen, when will you coming, then wenn wird, when will, ihr kommen. We can also say "oi," probably the most popular Yiddish word, and use the most. "Oi vey," as in "my goodness." "Oi. Oi, es ist zu kalt." "Oi, this is too cold." "My goodness, this is too cold." "Oi, es ist zu kalt." We can also use the term "epis," as in something. Just a beggar approaches a man. "Gib epis! Give me something! Gib epis!" The "gib" very much like sounding again like the word "give." "Fe," from as in distaste. Do you want to try some of this stuffed goulash? Fe? Sounds a lot like "fooey," and in fact, the English word "fooey" is based in the German word "fooey." And finally, the last term, "continue." Oh my God, something untoward happens. "Continue. Oy vey, continue. Continue. He got married." So we want to practice these words. So as a class, let's practice these terms and practice our pronunciation. On our next page, the page titled Q&A, here's just some examples of questions and answers. Farvos adu aher? Why are you here? Farvos adu aher? We can ask each of us. Why are you here? Ik wil kein eens lernen ze kein or zogen mama lotion. Ik wil kein eens lernen ze keine or zogen mama lotion. I want to learn to speak Yiddish. Let's break these words down. Ik wil, I want, kein eens lernen, come to learn, zich kein or zogen. I've come to speak Mama Losen, the mother tongue Yiddish, Mama Losen. English does not reflect plural. It does it sometimes. Where are you two going? But we might also look at a group of people and go, where are you going? Where in Yiddish we use both plural and singular questions. Wo meer gaan? Where are you as an individual going? Ik ben gaan zu dem Krom. I'm going to the store. Wo meer gaan? Ik ben gaan zu dem Krom. We can ask that same question of a group. Wo du zwei gaan? Meer seinen gaan zu dem Krom. The difference between I'm going, ich bin going, I am going, between mehr seinen, we are going, gehen zu dem Krom. Something you can always use on a ride with your parents. Wenn wir mehr sehen ahin? When will we get there? Of course, your parents could always turn around and say back to you, Mehr wel zijn ahin wenn mehr bakumen ahin. We'll get there when we get there. Fortunately, your parents aren't in this class to have that retort. And the last question, Wenn will meer zijn heim? When will we be home? Meer wel zijn heim wenn meer bakumen heim. Let's practice those terms, ask each other, question and answer. Let's go around the room and ask each other various questions and practice some of these phrases. On the next page, couple more questions. Kennen ik gaan zu dem Krom? Can I go to the store? Jo, du kennen gaan zu dem Krom? Yes, you can go to the store. And in the future, if we have the need, kennen ich gaan zu dem Waschzimmer? Jo, du kennen gaan zu dem Waschzimmer. Can I go to the bathroom? Yes, you can go to the bathroom. As you travel to any land where people speak Yiddish, of which, as you remember from earlier classes, there's very few of those, some of these other questions may be of value to you. Welk mal is zem? Zene eins zeger. What time is it? Welk mal is m? Zene eins zeger. Zene zwei zeger. Zene eins dresig. Zene zwei dresig. Notice how it is Zene eins zeger, 1 o'clock, zwei, 2 zeger o'clock, eins dresig, 1:30 zeger, seine eins dresig zeger, seine zwei dresig zeger. On the next page, we've got numbers. And these numbers are very similar, almost precisely like German. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. I think it's fünf in German. Fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. As we go through the whole numbers, or the tens, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1000, million. Those sound very familiar to English, don't they? And the teens column, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, let's practice those numbers. And just practice those pronunciations. Wrap your tongue around the Fufzix and the Zexix. On the last page, we will talk a little bit about just compound numbers. In English, we'll say 23, 1023, 1123, or we might say 1123 or 1123. Compound numbers, when spoken in Yiddish, the smaller unit goes first with and, the word and, combining the two. So 23 would be spoken as 3 and 20, or drei und 20. 48 would be 8 and 40, or 8 und 50. When using numbers larger than 100, the larger number goes first. So 120 would be spoken as 100 and 120, or 120. In English, we would say 120, so very similar. 121 would be 121. So it's 100 and 1 and 20, where in English we would say 121. 365, 365. And finally, 5,548 would be spoken 5,548. Let's practice on a couple of numbers of the time that you've got left. I think this is, I wanted to allocate enough time to practice some pronunciation, practice some of these questions and answers. I think some of these phrases that we looked at are ones that you can drop into your normal language and your communication at home. Next week, class, I hope you all can join us. Next week, we're going to begin some of our food modules, and I believe we'll either begin with bread next week and the elusive pretzel or onion board, or we may have a detour into chopped liver. That's it for today, and I'll see you all next week.